What is up, everybody? How we doing? Happy Friday. I'm excited to be connecting with all of you guys again. I got the dialer just about loaded up, and we're going to hit it hard today. We're calling industrial properties. I'm on a big industrial kick. I basically flip-flop between industrial, multifamily, and retail shopping centers. But right now, I'm on an industrial kick. So let's connect to the dialer. Let's get loaded up. I'm excited. Let's do it. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. By the way, if you're not using a dialer and you're hand dialing your properties, like when you're calling your prospecting list, I assure you, you are miles behind. Using a dialer has been one of the most effective things I've been doing throughout my career, and I've made over 1 million cold calls in my career. And I can tell you, I've hand dialed, and I've made calls through a dialer. Now my team only uses a dialer when we're hitting our prospecting lists. There's nothing else like it. It is the easiest way to make sure you can stay consistent in the real estate business ever. I'm not promoting a dialer. That's what I use, and I've been using for a decade now. So let's get after it today. Look a little bit more professional, I guess. There we go. All right, let's get after it. Let's see what we can make happen today. I'm feeling good. I got the new plant. I'm about to put paneling up behind me, so it's going to look like a real legitimate studio. Excited for it. We're going to see what we can do here. But in the meantime, we're just going to rip the dialer. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If you guys are prospecting along with me, let me know what you guys are prospecting. If you have any questions, you can treat this like a cold calling session. But whatever you want to do, I'm excited for it. Love to chat, love to connect. If you have questions, you can treat it like a coaching session. But we are hitting the phones. We've already clicked start. We've already made 4 calls. But we're going to see what we can do today. My goal. More than anything today, we're going to try to generate 2 seller leads each and every single day. So today we're trying to get after 2 seller leads on 2 brand new opportunities today. I actually also have some follow-up calls that we're going to do. So stay tuned for that.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
So we have some follow-up calls we're going to do later. We're going to try to see if we can get some deals locked up today. I'm going to see if I can do them live, but we'll see if timing permits. And if people actually answer the phone, we might have some amazing spectacle as per usual. When people answer the phone, that's how deals get done. But if we get a lot of voicemails, I might have to wait till next week's live calling session. So let's see what we can make happen today. I'm feeling good. Got my water. Staying hydrated. Let's see what we can make happen today.
Similar businesses.
See what we can make happen today. We're going after 2 seller leads. We want 2 seller leads today, and we want 1 LOI signed. That's what our game plan is today. We're going to see if we can make it happen. Hey, Joe.
Please leave your message for 732.
All right. Well, Joe is not here.
Hello. We are not available now.
And by the way, whenever I'm dialing, I like to do the following, right? Like, so I've got my dialer loaded up on one screen, I've got my live stream on the other, and I've got Reonomy on the next screen. So I've got all 3 screens open at the same exact time. So whenever I get somebody on the phone, I can immediately just move over to my other screen, and I can make sure. Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the property up on 83rd Street in North Bergen. How you doing?
Yeah, we're not doing anything with it. We just signed an 18-year lease. So.
Okay, nice. No, I was actually giving you a call because I'm trying to sell. My partner and I are trying to sell off a couple of properties we have locally. I don't know if you're ever looking to buy anything else. And he hung up. By the way, but that is the pivot, right? Like, so as soon as you have somebody who goes, I'm not interested, you can try to cut them off whenever you can. And just say, like, listen, I'm not actually interested in buying the property. I'm trying to sell more properties just like this. And they might be a great person to possibly sell some product to. Looks like this guy owns a bunch of properties in the area anyway, so this would be a good person to try to sell product to. Oh man. So I'm actually going to leave a note. This will be a good, because we actually just came across a couple industrial properties in that area. So I'm just going to note down here for my team to take care of it. Okay. I can see that he owns a bunch of properties in the area. He'll be somebody that we give a call to just to confirm, like, hey, one of my team members will basically cold call him, or I can cold call him again, and see if he's interested in buying something that we have. But that's the game plan for that type of lead. I can see that he owns a bunch of property. I mean, it's literally right in front of my face on Reonomy. If you're not using Reonomy, you're missing out as well. So let me do this.
Good morning,
Yeah, good morning. I was looking for Sam, please.
Sure, put you on hold.
Sure. There we go. These hold tones have just... crazy. Whoever comes up with these hold tones is just... Who would choose this, by the way? Who would choose this? If you would choose this hold tone, let me know. Because I would not. I would not choose this hold tone. You just want like elevator music. You want like light, calm, easy, not annoying. Because the problem is with music like this, you get annoyed. And if
Record your message and press pound. Or
when music gets annoying on a hold tone, so if you've got a business and you're like, hey, like I gotta have a hold tone because it takes us some time to get on the phone, don't use an annoying tone. Don't use something that would annoy people. Do very calm, easy elevator music that they can listen to for frickin' 2 hours. Right? Like you don't want it to be annoying. Problem is when it's annoying, I want to hang up on you. Right? So we're going to see if we can get our 2 leads today. We're not stopping until we do. We're getting 2 seller leads today.
I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Appreciate it. Voicemail. By the way, again, when you're using a dialer, hands-free dialing. We got to love that. And I can leave voicemails there very easily. I only get, unless something picks up, whether it's an answering machine or a person, I don't hear about anything. If nobody answers the phone, it goes straight to a dead line. I don't get to deal with it, right? So it's it allows you to go through speed much faster, right? Yeah, hi, I'm looking for Peter. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm having a tough time hearing you. Is Peter McIntosh there? Or McTosh?
The senior or junior?
Senior, please.
He's not here enough, so I can have him call you back.
Okay. Is Junior there?
Mm-mm.
Got it. Is there a better time that I can call back when they both be in the office?
I wouldn't know. Sorry.
Got it. Okay. Got it. I'll just try again next week. Thanks.
But give me a minute. I can give. What's your name?
My name is Henry. She's not been very helpful. I don't know.
Hi, how may I help you?
Yeah, I was looking for Peter McTosh. McIntosh?
What's this regard to?
Yeah. Yes, I was calling him about a personal property he owns. We were speaking, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago. I promised him to follow up with him, during the summertime about a property he has in Ramsey.
Okay. Yeah. So he doesn't. Yeah, he's not in this. We rent the building, so you'll have to reach out to him on his own.
Personal line? Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye. At least someone who knows something that's going on. The other person was like, knows absolutely nothing.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, Robert.
You got the wrong number.
Got it. I'm sorry. I was looking for the guy who owns a building on Industrial Road in Carlstadt.
Yeah, I know. I get like 9,000 phone calls from this guy. He put my phone number on something because I've had this phone number for like 35 years. So like everybody is looking for this guy, but they always wind up talking to me.
All right. Well, all right, I understand. Well, look, I mean, shooting it in the dark here. I mean, do you happen to have any commercial property whatsoever in the state of Jersey?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not looking to sell any. But thank you.
Gotcha.
Anyway, buddy.
Yeah, no worries. No, I appreciate you a lot. Thanks, man.
All right. Bye.
Might as well ask, right? I mean, like, we got this guy on the phone. He's getting 70,000 phone calls about this other schmuck. You know, well, we might as well be the one to call and see if we can have a good conversation.
Sam Zhao is not available. Record your message at
We're going to continue and see if we can make anything happen here. Anyways, we are prospecting for a couple good seller leads here, so we're going to see if we can make it happen. We haven't gotten anything juicy so
trying to
far.
reach is not available.
Nothing juicy so far. I'm actually combing through some of my follow-ups to see who I need to get a hold of.
Call has been forwarded to voice.
Dumbest thing in the world. We're going to continue and try to see if we can find some good follow calls at least.
Thank you for calling the MEs.
We're going to keep cruising. If you have any questions or if you have any questions about commercial real estate, sales, prospecting, follow-up, lead gen in general, or anything like that, drop it in the chat box down below. I'm here to answer any and all of your questions. You know, again, for those of you who don't know who I am, again, we have a lot of new followers. But my name is Henry Eisenstein. I've been a commercial real estate.
You've reached Holly. I'm sorry.
I've been in real estate in general for the last decade or so. Been a part of nearly $800 million worth of sales in the last decade. Trying to build the largest real estate or commercial real estate sales team in the country. That is our vision. Hey, Gerardo.
Por favor, deje su mensaje.
That is not Gerardo. I own a lot of real estate as well. So I'm an investor, and I create content on YouTube to help people sell more real estate. That's my goal. That's all I care about. I want to help you guys make more money in real estate. Real estate's changed my life in more ways than I can ever explain to you guys. I'm a 2-time college dropout, and for me to be in this position that I am today, living in a beautiful house, with my wife, my dog. I bought my wife a horse. The life that we have, we're trying to start a family. It's like all these little things. It's like I'm very blessed, very blessed. So I'm like, you know what? I want to help more people do the same. I want to help more people live the life that they desire. I've been very fortunate, so I want to be able to pay it forward. We have tons of free trainings, free content. Take advantage of it. I literally give you every single step of how to make more money in this business. Everywhere from the description to other YouTube videos or wherever you're watching it. Hey, Frank.
Again, Press any key.
Press any key to continue. Well, I'm going to click hang up. That's the key I'm going to choose. But anyways, if you guys have any more questions about anything whatsoever, please feel free to drop it in the chat box down below. I'm here to support you guys. There's a lot of free resources in the description, so please feel free to take advantage of it. That's why I created it for you guys. If you're wondering what I say, my actual scripts, I literally have my exact script book in the description down below. It's free. It's a free download. Other than that, watch free content. Do as I do. Make some great money. What else can we argue about? Not much. Not much.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Ed. My name is Henry. I was calling you about the property you have on Block Street in Linden. How you doing?
Okay.
Great. I was giving you a call because my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against the idea of selling the building.
For what?
For what, as in like a price-wise?
Which property are you talking about?
1528.
1528, where my shop's on.
Gotcha. Is there another property you'd be more open to the idea of selling?
Next door, 1520.
1520. Okay. Do you have a number in mind in which you'd consider?
Both. Actually, I want to sell them both.
Okay. What would you consider for 1520?
I don't know. Make me an offer.
Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at it now. You would sell where you're currently occupying your business?
Yeah.
Okay. And 1520, it's like the house in front, correct? Not the warehouse behind it?
Right. Not the warehouse behind it, no.
Gotcha. And again,
the house and the property there.
Gotcha. Okay. When the house is, I'm guessing, is that just a single family residence?
2 family.
Oh, it's a 2 family. Okay. That's what I figured. And then you're the B&B Automotive, right?
Right.
Got it. Okay. And then you also don't own the warehouse next door to you either, correct? I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right properties.
Right.
Okay.
I don't own a warehouse next.
Got it. Okay. Well, you got the deep lot there. Okay. Do they have an easement on your lot, or you own the whole interior piece of that?
I own all the way back to the end of the building.
Gotcha. Okay. I can see that now. What's the square footage? Of the being, it looks like it's like 1,600 square feet worth of warehouse space, maybe something like that.
On 1528 is it's a half an acre. I don't know the square footage.
Yeah, because honestly, like that kind of property would be perfect for the guy next door to you. I don't know if you've talked to him about it, but
yeah, but he don't want to pay enough.
He doesn't want to pay enough?
No.
What does he want to offer you?
He offered me for the whole place
700.
700. Yeah.
Jeez. What do you think you'd need in order to make sense of moving?
Give me a number.
Well, I'm curious, would you want to lease it back? Let's say I paid you an appropriate price. You're okay with it? Would you lease it?
No. I'm retiring.
You're done. You're like, I'm done. Here are the keys. Thanks. Have a nice day. Got it.
I'm 75.
Okay. Got it. Look, the biggest challenge here is also going to be if your neighbor is willing to pay you 700, in that building, I think I could probably rent for a couple $1,000 a month, right? If you're going to rent out that whole space, the parking, the building, and everything, what do you think you could get for it?
Which you mean 1528?
Yeah, 1528. Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Well, you think if I can get you to $1 million, do you think you'd even consider it?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there you'd consider?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you?
For what? For both? Just for 1528?
Something like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And then for the 2 family out front, where do you think you need to be?
I'm not sure on that either. I don't know. I'm not sure on the real estate value. So
no, it's okay. Realistically, it all depends on the rents. On the 2 family, what are you making right now in rent?
I don't even have it rented now.
Oh, it's vacant. Well, I mean, like, look, I mean, maybe, maybe 300 or 400 grand, for a vacant 2-family.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. I'm just so you say like 1.5 million for both.
I mean, a million, or somewhere between 900 and a million for 1528, and then like 300 or 400 grand for the other one, right? For 1520. So you're looking at like anywhere, I guess that ranges between 1.2 and 1.4. Obviously, I'd love to kind of get a gauge and take a look at it, but somewhere in that range. Does that make about sense to you?
Because I got somebody else coming to look at it.
Okay.
So see what he wants to do, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Well, look. Is this your cell phone, Ed?
No, this is my shop phone. Call me next week.
Well, why don't I grab your cell phone so I can shoot you a text? What's your cell? I'll shoot you a text with my info. It's okay. What's your cell phone number? Okay, I'll shoot you a text with my info, and then let's talk on Monday. I can also try to get I can get maybe one of my partners to come out there sooner if you're around. Okay, that's fair. All right, well, let's talk on Monday. Is that okay? All right, sounds good. Thanks so much. Thanks, Ed. Yep, bye. Very interesting lead. Okay, so here's the situation. Next door neighbor wants to pay $700,000. He wants about $1 million. Look, I'm not going to offer this guy $1 million. Let me be clear. I'm not going to offer this guy $1 million. But what I am going to do is that I can probably send somebody. The thing is that he's got a good piece of land. I mean, I could easily add on to this. I mean, let me zoom in a little bit. I feel like I can easily add on to this building, build out, farther, longer across this way. And we could probably build a bunch of very small, dock doors, basically create, a very small setup where people can, I could probably build at least 10,000 feet, another 10, maybe 20,000 feet just down this, like a skinny corridor like this guy has. And if I can build, almost 10,000 feet here, that property will be worth $3 million. And if I can buy his for 900, it'll cost me it's concrete. It's really nothing to build these, this small type of, this type of building. Very, very, very easy type of building to build. You're maybe into this thing for, 100-ish a foot, right? And so I can build 10,000. I could probably, because I think it's almost 2,000 feet. Call it 8,500. I'm in it for another 850. It's worth $3 million all day. I could probably charge $18 a foot triple net. That to me, I think makes sense. And if I can get this little 2-family in the front locked up for like 300 grand, that would be easy. Like that. That property is worth 600,000 all day, right? Especially if I can get it, cleaned up and rented. I could sell that easily for $500,000-600,000. I'd love to get it for 300. Try to get his back. I want the whole thing for 1.2. If I can get the whole thing for 1.2, I think I'm in the green by a lot. Especially because I could probably just, lock up the take the house, which I would lock up for 300. Like have his piece of land for 900, house for 300. Take the house, the 2-family property. I'll sell that for 500,000 or 600,000. Pretty much as is. I think pretty much as is, you could sell that property for 500,000 or 600,000. Then I could just imagine taking that 300K profit and bringing it back to the other property. My basis across the board would be 600,000. And then I basically could go to the guy next door and say, hey, I want 900,000, flip that for 200,000 profit, or I can build. So I could basically make somewhere between a $400,000 and $500,000 profit across the board if I can lock up the whole thing for 1.2. That would be the game plan. If I could do that, I would feel pretty comfortable because I think it's in total worth, something like, 1.5, 1.6, total between both parcels. And if I have the right developer, I could have somebody build, more space on this piece of land. It's a good location, very, very good location. So anyways, we're going to see what we can do here and we'll see if we can make any money. Let me take a quick minute and put this all together real fast. He wants me to follow up with him on Monday, July 28th. Okay, let's take that down. Decent seller lead. We look for 2 of these a day. Not too bad, not too shabby. He bought this property for like pennies on the dollar. He paid $155,000 for the warehouse space. That's crazy. What's up, Nathan? First time catching you live. Looking forward to hearing some more cold calls. Let's go, Nathan. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. We're cold calling industrial warehouses right now. Let's actually shoot this guy a text message because we just had a good conversation with him. Here we go. Let's shoot him a text. And I'll make sure that's the right number. It looks like it. Hey, Ed. It's Henry. Great chatting with you today. Looking forward to connecting again on Monday. That's it. That's simple. Let's also save his other number just in case he doesn't respond to the cell phone number he gave me or I screwed up. Work. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got everything. We got all the details. Remember, one of the biggest things that I always do is I delete the phone numbers, right? So as soon as I am done with the conversation, I delete the phone number in the dialer. This way, I'm not just calling. I'm never going to call this record again. I don't need to call the record again. It's in the dialer. So now it's a lead. I don't need it to be in the dialing software anymore. So I can just click next. I deleted all the phone numbers. He'll never be called ever again, at least by me. Hopefully, but not by anybody else either. But that's that's just not possible to say. Anyways, let's continue. So we got one decent lead. We like to see it. We like to see it. Whew.
And forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please.
Anyways, we're going to keep on cruising here. We're calling industrial warehouses across the state of New Jersey. It's my main market. Even though we're in about a dozen markets today, New Jersey is my main market. Let's see what we can make happen today. We got the dialer just ripping.
I've reached the Office of Progressive Management. If you know your part.
Definitely can be a decent lead for sure. I'm pretty excited about that one. But you never know. Every time we have conversations, we're just trying to gather information. We're trying to see what the likelihood of us transacting is. There are people all the freaking time, guys. I'll be on the phone with somebody. They give me all this information. It sounds like it could be an amazing opportunity. It happens all the time. And then, they give me a call back. Or I follow up with them, and then they're like, "Hey, I spoke to my spouse, I spoke to my attorney, I spoke to my accountant, and I don't want to sell it." Right? So, and guess what? Here's the thing: it's totally okay if they don't want to sell now, because when you're making a call, you're cold calling them out of the absolute blue, and the odds of them having the same exact time horizon that you have, which is like, "Hey, I want to make money every day." Right? The odds of them saying like, "Hey, thank God you called, Henry. I've been waiting for your phone call. All my prayers have been answered." It's not going to happen. What is more likely to happen is them saying like, "Oh yeah,
Has been forwarded to
I'm
voicemail.
open to the idea of selling." Like this last guy, he operates his business there. If someone happens to give him the right number, he would be open to considering it. It's not like he needs to sell. That's typically along the lines of what happens a majority of the time. So it's just, hey, For those people who are totally, at all open to the idea of selling, you're going to keep gather information. Maybe go meet them face to face. I always like presenting an offer to them just to try to get a gauge of where their head's at. This guy was pushing me for an offer, so I gave him an offer over the phone.
Continue.
And look, I honestly think that if I can get that thing locked up for 1.2 million or less, I'm in the money. I'm in the green for sure for both properties, warehouse and the adjacent 2-family. I'm in the money for sure. So, anyways, we're gonna see what happens. No promises. It's all fun and games until we find out exactly what's going on. So we're gonna continue on. We're gonna see what we can make happen. See if we can get another person on the phone. Hey, Rich.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, Rich. My name is Henry. I was calling about the building you have on New Brunswick Avenue in Rahway. How you doing?
Yeah, it's not for sale.
It's not for sale. All right. Funny enough, I was actually calling you because my partner and I are trying to sell off a few of our warehouses, and I was curious if maybe you'd be open to buying another one.
Where at?
We have a number of like 30 of them all over the Northeast. Just curious. Would you want to take a look at maybe buying another building?
I'm just looking for something in Rahway. I'm not looking around anywhere else. That's it.
Okay, so if I have a building in Rahway, what kind of property in Rahway would you be looking for?
It's just a warehouse.
More to expand the business you have here, or?
No, for another rental property.
Okay. Let me do this. Why don't I grab your email and I'll have, all of it's off market, so I'll kick you something that I think might be interesting to you, and you let me know what you think. Is that fair?
Ricky.
One more time. How do you spell Jace? Got it. Okay. And it was at what? At Gmail? Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye. Look, guys, this is the piece that a lot of people miss, When you're on the phone with somebody and they go, "Hey, I'm absolutely not interested in selling, thanks." Before you can even get to anything, always pivot the conversation to a buyer. Always. And not every single time are they going to be actually interested in, in buying something, but there are good opportunities. Like this guy's like, "Yeah, I'll buy literally anything in Rahway." Okay, great. No problem. I'll send you any buyer, any warehouses in Rahway, only buys to rent out. That's it. All right, I'll have my team send over a couple options. Call it a day. Next, you never know. And guess what? Delete the phone number because we don't need to speak to this guy ever again on the dialer. I don't need to cold call him again. Let's just say it that way. I don't need to call them. Here we go. Next, we got a couple buyers now. See what else we can get.
Police Applications can help you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for Cliff, please.
This is Cliff. How you doing?
Yeah, hi, Cliff. My name is Henry. I was actually calling you about a building you own on Industrial Street in East Clifton. How you doing?
Great. Calling about what? I'm sorry.
I was calling about a building. I might have the wrong number, so that's why I'm saying, I just want to clarify. But I was calling about a building on Industrial Street East in Clifton.
No, wrong person.
Wrong person. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Yep. Take care. Bye.
No worries. Have a good day.
What are the odds that this guy's name is Cliff? What are the fucking odds that his name is Cliff and it's not even the right person? MK, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. We're going to keep ripping today. I'm going for probably about an hour 30. See if we can make get our 2 seller leads like we look for every day. Then we're going to do some follow-up calls. All right, doesn't seem like everyone's answering me, and I'm getting annoyed, so we're moving on. My sound is off. Is my sound off? Everyone having a hard time hearing me? Doesn't seem like it's off. Hey, John?
Hello.
Yeah, hi, John. My name is Henry. I was giving you a call about the building out on Industrial Street East in Clifton. How you doing?
Put me on your do not call list.
You're on the do not call list. Okay. Well, look, I guess I will take you off the list then. No problem. It's the wrong person. I was just double checking before I hung up. I don't really care if they're on the do not call list. Yeah. All right. Everyone else can hear me with just your headset. All good. No worries. Thank you guys for the feedback. Appreciate that. Anyways, when they say they're on the do not call list, keep in mind, I'm an investor. Okay. It does not matter. I'm offering to buy your building. I'm not offering to sell anything, so it doesn't matter. They can call it soliciting and do not call list. It's like, I don't give a shit. It's like, do not call list just means for soliciting. Okay. I'm not soliciting anything. I'm trying to buy your building. There is no cost on your end whatsoever for me to buy your property. Right. At least from me. I'm not costing you money. I'm trying to make you money. So that was actually a recent thing that they changed legally. Now, I believe it's nationwide.
Forwarded to an automatic.
But as an investor, I can call anybody, and it doesn't matter if you're on the do not call list. But now, look, if someone says they're on the do not call list, clearly they just are not interested in having conversations. So I can hang up. That's fine. But legally, I can give him a call. That I don't, I'm not soliciting him to buy anything. He doesn't have to buy anything. I actually want him to sell me something. So, that's right. It's not like it's all math strategy. Well, we're going to try to figure out what we can make happen here.
Hello, we are not available.
Well, let's see if we can get any more people on the phone. I'm probably going to keep prospecting for at least another half hour or so, and then we're going to do some follow-up calls.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
I'm excited.
The person you're trying to reach.
I'm going to do some follow-up calls. I got a couple guys that I want to reach out to, but I'm going to give it till at least a little after 11 AM EST, just because they're on the West Coast. I want to make sure they're awake. 8 a.m. So I want to make sure they're at least awake. And I'm not just waking them up with my phone call right now, because right now it'll be 7:30 in the
Has been
morning.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
So we're going to continue to cruise along.
The person you have dialed.
Lots of voicemails. But guys, look, I'm completely hands-free, right? Like while it's dialing, and it's called 41 different properties.
I can help you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for Anthony, please.
Can you repeat that one more time?
I was looking to speak with Anthony, please.
Speak to Anthony. Oh, Anthony is not available.
Okay. Okay. Is there a better time for me to call back?
Can you? Maybe he's the one that's really. What are you looking for exactly, sir?
I was calling him about a personal matter on a property he owns.
Oh, okay. So try to contact the newer location because they're the headquarters.
Got it. Okay, I can do that. Thanks.
Okay. No problem. Take care.
Well, we'll continue on. Most people just leave voicemails. Don't just leave voicemails. Ask more questions. When's a better time to call Anthony? Is he in this office ever? What's his email? You know?
That has been disconnected or is no.
But anyway, so we've called through 43 records now. Okay, again, completely hands-free. I'm not typing any of these numbers. Right, 43 different records.
Hello.
And every single one of these records also has 3 or 4 or 5 numbers. Right, so it's called probably 200 numbers at this point, without me having to worry about anything. Right, so I just sit here and hang out and talk to you guys, and when someone answers the phone, it beeps and makes it easy for me to make money, right? So this is something that if you're not actively, okay, like seriously actively on the phones,
I will call you back.
right, trying to generate opportunities, you're probably falling behind. Your pipeline is probably not as full as it probably could be. Henry, have you ever sent a deal over to a buyer lead and have them go behind your back and try to buy the property? By the way, I want to know, Nathan, that is probably one of the most common questions I ever get. It's happened to me probably twice in my last 10 years of being in business. Most sophisticated investors are not going to screw you. A lot of newer investors, a lot of newer people will, like again, if you're talking to a brand new investor, if they're a wholesaler, if they're a broker, they might go around you. But if they're a principal and they're seasoned and they own 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 properties, whatever it is, right? If they own a lot of property, the odds of them trying to screw you over is very low. But think about it like this, Nathan. Even if you got them to sign a confidentiality agreement, an NDA, you got them to sign a commission agreement, it does not mean they can't go behind you. They can, but it just means that obviously like you'll go to court and you probably will win. But it does not mean that people won't go behind you. So I'm not telling you not to get DocSign. I'm not telling you that it doesn't. Of course, it helps to get DocSign. And people can go around you no matter what. Like the wrong people will go behind your back no matter what you do, and the right people will never screw you. So just keep in mind that you're eventually going to have to start trusting people, and it's okay if they go around you, because at least you find out at the very beginning. Like I'd rather people. If someone's going to screw me,
Mailbox is full. And
I'd rather that person screw me right away. Screw me the first. Like I want you to screw me within the first 15 minutes of us chatting together, right? Like I want to know as fast as freaking possible, so we don't continue to do business together for a long period of time, right? Hello, Tad.
Mark speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for Tad, please. Tad Yura.
Ted is not in that moment, that's right.
Is there a better time I can call back and speak to Tad?
What's this in reference to? When can I help you?
Just a couple personal properties that he owns. I wanted to give him a call back.
Okay. It's not an urgent matter. I mean, you can just try to call back later today if you'd like to speak to him.
Okay, that's fine.
He's in and out of the building.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you. Thanks. All right. I will set a note to call back in a couple hours. You're welcome, Nathan. No problem.
press 1 now.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, guys, like if you're in business, you're eventually going to have to start trusting people. And there are the odds that like bad people will screw you forever. I mean, like, it just is what it is. Like, that does not change. It's unfortunate. I've been in business a decade. I've had people. I've had all the things you could imagine, right? And I'm imagining over the next 50 years, because I'm 30 now, and I'm going to be, when I'm 80, if God gives me that amount of time in my life, I'm knocking on wood here. But if God gives me that much time on earth, I'm imagining more people will screw me throughout my lifetime, right? Like, people will sue you. People will say things that will. Yeah, hey, Fred?
Hello?
Yeah, I was looking for Fred.
That's me.
Yeah, hey, Fred, my name's Henry. I was giving you a call about the building you have on Brown Avenue in Springfield. How you doing, buddy?
Okay, about the building on Brown Avenue?
Yes.
What is it's not for sale.
Well, I'm sure if it was for sale, you'd put it on the market. But I'm actually, funny enough, I'm going through a 1031 exchange and trying to move some money around. So I was just curious if you'd be.
No, I'm sorry. I have a money manager that's wonderful.
No, I'm not.
Thanks
I don't do
anyway.
stocks. I don't know what that is.
I'm just saying I'm not interested in investing any money right now.
No, it's not about investing
Thank you
money.
anyway.
I'm trying to buy your building. That's what I'm trying to say. This guy's like the dumbest person I've ever met. I've never had one person ever say I'm trying to invest. That's crazy. That is the funniest thing I've heard in a while. I'm not interested in investing any money. Okay. Well.
Hi, I'm a Google virtual calling assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach. Can you say what you're calling about?
Livingston Avenue.
One sec, checking with the person you called.
These AI assistants, by the way, are hilarious. See if he lets this not real gatekeeper lets me through. Which, by the way, guys, a lot of people are going to start jumping on these AI, assistants, AI assistants, right? So, these are probably going to be part of the future, right? Like a lot of people are going to have these. So I think it's important for us to, get practiced and use them. I mean, to how to practice how to get through them. So I'm waiting to hear back here. And it just said it hung up. It didn't even respond to me. I think it's important. Like, again, like I'm still working on, practicing different responses that will allow us to get through, because a lot of them,
Reach the ebook
it's like, hey, it's your mom. Like it's funny. Like, hey, hey, it's your dad. Like it's like you got to say things that like confuse the heck out of them. These AI programs. Like I'm trying hundreds of different things. I mean, my team comes up against this all the time. We make several 100,000 calls a month. So, it's we're trying to figure out the best strategies here.
This is my phone. Leave me a message and I'll call you back.
Hey, Kathleen, my name's Henry. I was calling you about the property you have on Brown Avenue. If you can, give me a call when you have a moment, 908-216-6532. Thank you. It's funny, I'm actually buying the building next door, and that's the only reason why I wanted to leave her a voicemail. A little bit different than the typical one. Hey, James. Hi, I'm sorry. I was looking for James.
He's not in. Can I take a message?
Sure. My name is Henry. Is he normally in on Fridays or no?
He's normally never in, really, to be honest with you.
I can't wait till I can say the same.
Excuse me?
I said I can't wait till I can say the same thing.
Yeah, I know. What's it in reference to, Henry?
Sure. I was calling him about a personal property he owns on Alwood.
Yeah. I don't even know where to direct that call.
It's all right.
I will see him eventually if you want me to give him the message.
Okay. I mean, is there also an email that he'll get, or?
I can't give out his email, but you can email me if you want, and I can forward
you can forward it. That's okay. I don't mind doing that. Hold on one second. Go ahead. What's your email? What's your email? Can you hear me now? Yep. One more time. Got it. Okay. I appreciate it. I'll send something over later today. Thanks. Bye. Okay. We'll take down an email. We'll say hello and we'll see what they say. Guys, you never just I hate when people just leave a voicemail. Don't just leave a voicemail. Grab an email, grab something, get some other sort of communication, some form of communication, because the problem is when you just leave a voicemail, number one, it doesn't mean they got it. Number two, doesn't mean they're going to respond to you whatsoever. right? Because they have to decide, like, oh yeah, just throw out that, like this. So the whole purpose of a secretary is to make sure that you don't speak to the right person, right? Or you don't speak to the quote boss. So every time I speak to a secretary, I can leave a voicemail. I'll try to grab an email, and I'll try to figure out when's a better time to call back when they're in the office, because I want to try to get on the phone with that person, right? Okay, next. Hey, James.
Hello?
I'm sorry, is this Miss Finkel?
No, I don't.
Wrong
I got
number.
the wrong number.
Yep. It says James, then a woman answers the phone. It's probably either James's wife or the wrong number.
The call has been forwarded to voicemail.
We're going to continue prospecting for probably another 10 minutes. We'll see if we can get at least one more seller lead, and then I'm going to do a bunch of follow-up calls. We're going to see if we can make something happen this morning.
Continue.
Yeah, Steve?
Again, press any key.
I actually knew Steve. I don't need to call him. He's not looking to sell any of his properties at all. He's a big-time investor. Rudy says, "Hey Henry, does any of the contacts on your list not have a name? How do you answer if you don't have a name? Looking for the property owner of," which I hate saying, by the way. Be like, "Hey, my name is," and by the way, you could also just use that. You'd be like, "Hey, Brett."
Truck and Bruce home office. Unable to get the phone.
You'd be like, "Hello," and they'll say hi. I'm like, "Look, I'm sorry. My name is Henry. I was calling about the property you own." And you could just kind of skip it, and you could even just not, not say their name. You'd be like, "Hey," pause for a quick moment, or "Hello," let them respond, and then you can say, "Hey, my name is Henry, and I was looking for the property owner, or looking for the property owner of." Yeah, hey Brett, my name is Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on Hillside Avenue in Springfield. How you doing?
Building in Springfield?
I might have the wrong number. I guess the one in Springfield, New Jersey.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything in Springfield.
Okay, sorry about that. Wrong number.
No problem. Thanks.
I'll try to do one as an example, Rudy, just to kind of give you an idea of what you could do. Yeah, hi. My name is Henry. I was calling about the property you have on Commerce Street in Springfield. How you doing? All right, then 1, 2.
Hold on.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. That's the machine that came on.
It's okay. Well, look, if you don't care, I don't care either. But why don't I call you right back? I'll call you right back, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I hope you. The freaking fax machine, literally.
Your call has been
It went straight to voicemail again. Hold on.
Your call has been.
Why does it keep going to voicemail? It seems like. Okay, there you go. But anyways, like that I try to do my best, Rudy, just to kind of give you an example, but. Yeah, hi, I'm sorry. I was just on the phone with Mr. Schweizer. Are you there?
What can I do for you?
Yeah, hey, okay, great. I just wanted to make sure we're back. My name is Henry, and I was calling you about the building you have on Commerce Street in Springfield. How you doing?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Great. I was calling you because my partner and I are going through a 1031 exchange and trying to move some money around, and I was curious if you'd be totally against the idea of selling the building here on Commerce.
No, not at this time, Henry. Okay.
Okay. I mean, not for any price whatsoever, even if we were able to give you a good number for it?
Not really. No, not really. If you have something for sale that's similar, I'm interested in buying.
You're interested in buying. Okay. So if I wanted to sell a building in Springfield or locally, you'd take a look at it?
I will, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, do you have a price per square foot you like to be at, or do you buy at cap rates, or how do you look at properties?
Well, it always depends what it is. If it is good for an investment, I'm interested.
Good for an investment, you're interested. Okay. Do you prefer that I email you something, or how would you like, if I had a property I wanted to sell to you, how would you like me to send it to you?
You call me at this number.
Just call you at this number. Okay. And what was your first name?
Eddie.
Eddie. All right, Eddie. My name is Henry. Good chatting with you, Eddie, and I'll be in touch if I have anything interesting for you. Okay.
Sounds good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, do you care about the size of the property? Like anything up to like 2 million, up to 3 million? What do you think you'd look at?
Well, I'm not crazy about big buildings. Okay, 5,000, 10,000. If you go higher, then it has to be dividable.
Got it.
Okay. That gives you an idea.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Sounds like a plan, Eddie. I appreciate it very much.
Anytime. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Take care.
Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. We called him back. He's a buyer. Look, guys, I mean, this is the simple part of the game, right? Which is just getting these people on the phone, having open conversations with people, right? Right. And some people are not looking to sell. Some people are looking to sell. Some people are looking to buy. Some people are not looking to buy. And guess what? We just try to find the people who are looking to transact. I think that's the biggest mistake people make is they speak to people and they're not really looking to, not looking to transact whatsoever. And they're like, oh, I need to force this person to transact, because I don't have any leads. It's like, well, if you generated two opportunities, if you kept calling until you found two people who actually would like to sell every day, if that's all you did, right? And then along that way, you're probably going to find at least one or two people every day who might want to buy something, and you just try to pair them up. That's it, guys. Like, don't overcomplicate the simplicity of the game. It's so simple if you boil it down. Hi, Gloria. Hello. All right, no Gloria. You're welcome, Rudy. I got you, buddy.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Antonio.
What?
Yeah, I was looking for Antonio, please.
Oh, no, wrong number.
Wrong number. Okay, thanks so much. No, Antonio. All right, we got 3 more minutes. We're going to go right till 11 o'clock sharp, and then we're going to do some follow-up calls, see if we can get some more people on the phone, see if we can lock up some deals, and then we're going to call it a day. And then I got to jump on some other meetings.
has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording.
Okay, we'll see if we can get somebody else on the phone. We're going to see what we can make happen. See if we can get at least one more person on the phone. Hello, Antonio.
Hello? ¿Quién habla?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking for Antonio, please.
¿A quién?
Okay, wrong number. My apologies. All right, not interested. It's okay. Can't do anything about it. Let's see what we can make happen for the next few minutes here. In the meantime, I'm actually going to pause the dialer because we're actually going to get right into our follow-up calls.
To reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may have.
Okay, get some follow-up here. We're going to drop some voicemails. Let's see if this guy answers. It'll be the last call. If this guy answers the phone, it'll be the last cold call we do. Otherwise, it's going to get into we're going to get into some follow-up.
LDJ, how may I help you?
Yeah, I was looking for Joe, please.
Senior or junior?
Senior, please.
He's not in the office, sir.
Okay, is Junior there?
Junior's not in the office either.
Okay, I guess 0 for 2. Is there a better time I should call back to get him on the line?
Senior's hardly ever in the office, and
I
I really
figured.
don't know if Joe's coming in today.
Gotcha. Okay.
Can I take a message for you?
Yeah, whatever's best. I just, last time I spoke, I called on this number, so I called back. Yeah, my name is Henry, and I was calling him about a personal property he has in Parsippany.
What property would that be?
The one on Halsey Road.
77 East Halsey?
Yep.
Okay.
And he can just call me back. I run an investment company. I just wanted to at least chat with him a little bit more about it.
Okay. What's the phone number, sir?
Direct line is 908-216-6532.
908-216-6532?
You got it.
Okay. I'll leave the message for Joe.
You're the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
This guy's calling me back. I mean, I don't ever answer. By the way, this is what happens when I called somebody, they didn't answer, and now they're calling me back. I'm going to answer it just to show you what happens. Hello, this is Henry.
Henry, Matthew Levy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Sorry I missed your call.
No, it's okay. I was actually giving you a call about one of the properties you have here on Colorado Street. How you doing?
Oh, okay. So you're a real estate agent operating in Texas. Is that right?
No, I mean, I operate in all 50 states. I'm also an investor. I was trying to buy a building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I apologize. So is the building in Texas, though?
This one is not. No.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so I work at a brokerage, LPT Realty, and sometimes when I fill out applications, my phone number ends up in a spot that gets populated with a listing, and I'm not the listing agent. And so it's happened a lot in Texas recently. That's why I was asking. Trek somehow.
Gotcha. All right. Well, look, no worries at all. I mean, if you come across any big commercial properties where we can make some money, just let me know.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Bye. Well, this is why we don't answer most of those calls that come in. But let's answer some of your questions. I'm going to do some follow-up calls right now as well. Reb, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, I'm going to answer your question. I'm actually going to showcase it just so everyone can see questions like this. Henry, I work full-time as a software engineer, but would really like to get into the commercial real estate business. Currently make $150,000 a year, sole provider for your house. And is this something that you feel like you can do part-time? So here's the thing. You're going to get different answers from different people. My personal opinion, it depends on how much time you're allocating to your software engineer job. If you work from home, work a couple hours a week, a couple hours a day, right? and you have some free time and you're trying to make some extra money, commercial real estate can definitely be a long-term plan. I do believe that it's tough to make a good amount of money to like replace $150K a year. You're probably going to have to work full-time in order to make that kind of money. However, if you made some calls, let's just say 2 to 3 hours a day, if you have 2 to 3 hours a day of free time, Monday through Friday even, maybe a couple hours on Saturdays and Sundays, depending on what your schedule looks like. But if you could add in a couple extra hours each and every single day to make some prospecting calls, you can definitely over time make some good money. Your first year, you might not make anything though. So imagine working for free for that entire second half of your life, right? Whatever extra time you have to invest into this new thing, right? To slowly get it off the ground. But no matter what you choose to do, it will take some time. Commercial real estate just takes, I feel like, a little bit more time to make some money. So just keep in mind that like, hey, like if you've got a decent runway, you don't leave your job until you start making money. But I think anybody can make, like I have a 22-year-old kid who just put $150,000 in commissions in contract last week alone. So can you make 150 grand? Yes. I think it will take some time. I mean, he works, this guy works full-time as an example. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made in this industry. I just don't ever like to tell people that you're going to make a ton of money working part-time. I don't think that's accurate at all. But that's just my 2 cents. I would definitely do something part-time. Like even if it's not commercial real estate, I would do something part-time so you eventually can get away from your software engineering job unless you have the ability to get up to like 300, 400,000. If you can really, and then just spend your money right and you'll be fine. All right. So let's dive into some of these follow-up calls. Hold on one second here. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's make call number 1. Call number 1.
Zero.
All right, so nobody on that phone call. Next person.
Sorry, missed your call. Please.
All right, next person. We're just going to keep cruising here. Next call. Let's see if this guy even answers the phone.
This is 9733.
All right, well, what's a voicemail? And we're going to keep going. Let's see if we can get a few more of these people on the phone. Hold on. Wish I had gotten into this so I can make 6 hours a day with the dials. Maybe residential. I have about 1 to 2 hours a day to dial since I work in the office, probably 5 to 6. Yeah. Look, a residential or commercial, I would just get, if you want to get into real estate, just, again, you're going to do it part-time, but you need somebody to do the
Your call
activity.
has been forwarded to voice.
Another voicemail. But you need the person to do the activity. So keep in mind that, like, it's not just making calls, because making calls is good. You can generate opportunities, right? Like, but then you got to do it. You got to service those opportunities, right? Like, you got to make, some follow calls, and then you got to, try to negotiate the deals. And like, there's time, energy, and effort that will be allocated into it that you're maybe not calculating. And I just want you to know, like, hey, like, there's definitely a little bit of work to be done, obviously, as well. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me call this guy here.
Hi, this is
Another voicemail. We're going to keep going until we get somebody on the phone.
Good morning, Bob Thomas.
Good morning, Bob. It's Henry again. You still out fishing?
I'm not. I'm sitting in my kitchen.
Okay. Well, it's the first time for everything. Love
It
it.
is the first time, right?
I'm
How you doing?
doing good, buddy. How you been?
I've been fine. Are you still? How long do you spend in Florida?
More than half the year.
Well, that's nice. You're Florida resident.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yep. Just the wife hates the
Most
cold so
people
much.
wait till they're like 65 to do that.
I know. I said the same thing to my wife, but she absolutely hates the cold so much that she's just like, either I'm moving here or we're moving here. So you make the choice. So we live here now, Bob.
Okay. Where in Miami, right? North Miami?
No, I'm in Coral Gables.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's been great. I mean, but I fly back a lot, depending on what's required.
Okay.
Well, look, definitely wanted to figure out how we can make something happen. I mean, I got two guys have been banging down my door for some good opportunities, and I know we've been chatting about this for a while.
Yeah, the thing you showed me in Long Branch, Kushner's putting up so many apartments on the other road there. I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot of competition, over there. I was never much of a fan of, Broadway over there. Now, again, it's changing, so that, so, I mean, I'll tell you what I tell other people is that, I think I have to know where I'm going to be going before I take the first step to get there. So, and I just, most of the stuff that I see, it's like, it's capped at, it's capped at what, like 5.5%, 6%, something like that. It's like, okay. It's just,
I think
there has to be a little juice in the deal. I think,
Sure.
There has to be a reason to make me.
No, for sure.
Want to
I think,
so.
I think that what I've seen a lot of, I mean, like, look, maybe not in Monmouth County, but maybe more in northern New Jersey, there's probably a little bit more opportunity. Or even South Jersey, but Monmouth County, there's there's very tight inventory.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Monmouth County. I mean, I would, look, the place in Red Bank, it's easy. It's a 7-minute drive for me to manage it. And did I tell you I moved?
Where'd you move to?
Well, I moved from Red Bank to Red Bank.
Nice.
Doesn't that make total sense?
It makes total sense.
Yeah, so that's why that's the other reason why I've been this house on the water came up, and I'm standing here talking to you, looking at my boat out at the end of the dock right now. So
that's great.
So this thing, and that's the other reason why I've been crazy busy and not really focused on things too much, other than trying to. So from like the middle.
So what are you on Front Street now?
No. I'm off of West Front Street on Alston Court. So
Got it.
the address is 30 Alston Court. You can see it on Zillow.
Yeah, I know Austin.
Yeah, so there's only 17 homes on Olsted. It's where John Stewart used to live. He used to live like 2 doors away from here.
Yep.
So this house came up. It's got a little carriage house right on the water, and so we just saw it, and it's like I wasn't planning on moving, but we moved.
Well, I mean, like it's a gorgeous place. Enjoy it. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you're going to enjoy the water.
I actually can pull the trigger at some point.
I
I
see.
actually can pull the trigger when I'm motivated.
I can see that. I love it. Well, the house is beautiful, man. You deserve it.
Yeah, take a look at when you scroll through the pictures towards the end of the 100 pictures or something. You'll see a picture of the boathouse, which is really kind of cute. It's like Coastal Living magazine. That's my winter home. While we're gonna rip apart the inside of our house and redo it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, it looks great.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
the
anyway,
boathouse
that's the other
back there is
reason why I've
gorgeous.
been a little bit. My attention has been focused on other things. So that's
I get that.
That's my excuse, and that's what I'm sticking to.
No,
this is
that's
true.
fair. I mean, like, would you only go into another multifamily project?
I think so. I mean, let's put it that way. For right now, yes. Down the road, anything is possible.
Well, because as an
The
example,
only thing is, I can tell you this. Look, we have a net lease property down in Virginia, right? It's a patient first property.
Yep.
And they have like 100 locations, and this was one of the first ones that they developed, and it was a sale leaseback for the company. So we bought it at a 6 cap, and it goes up 2% a year, but certainly with inflation, you're not getting rich off of that. So
yeah,
at a certain point in time down the road, when you don't need any appreciation or you're not worried about that, I think that's a viable option. But net lease properties, it's buying a bond is what you're doing.
yeah. I mean, like, if you have anybody else who wants to buy those, I mean, I have a buddy of mine who wants to sell a portfolio of like 40 of them.
Mm-hmm.
All over.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with the interest rates and stuff. I mean, unless you own them cash,
Yeah.
you're getting hurt a little bit now. Because you're
Depending on the margin, for sure.
Yeah, because I don't see the cap rates on them going up too much.
Yeah, I mean, this guy might be able to do like a 6.5, 7 cap full portfolio, of a bunch of different ones. But I get what you're saying.
And then the other thing is, I tell you, look, I have a medical office building in East Brunswick, right? So, I bought the building in 1997, but I can tell you when I look at the value of the building, we capped that because it's probably, it's only a 4-tenant medical building. I have Robert Wood Johnson, Kessler Rehab, an oral surgery group, and a doctor's group that are partners in the surgical center. There's operating rooms there. When I look at the value of the building, it's probably doubled in value over the last 30 years. Yeah. Whereas the apartment buildings have quadrupled in value over the last 30 years.
For sure.
So, I just think from a standpoint of an inflation hedge and things, it just makes a lot more sense to stay with multifamily, albeit it would obviously be a newer multifamily property.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, I have that's just being as honest as I can with you about my thought process.
No, I appreciate that, and I think that makes the most sense too. Well, look, I'll put together a couple things that we have up north. I mean, we have a bunch of.
I'm always willing to take a look. It's like I said, based on what you see here, I actually can pull the trigger once in a while when
I can see that. That's right. All right. Well, look. Let me send you over a couple options. What was actually? I already have your email. I'll kick you over a couple options either maybe early next week, and you let me know what you're thinking.
That's fine. Fair enough, Henry.
All righty. I appreciate you, Bob.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks,
Bye.
buddy.
Bye now.
I mean, look, this guy has a gorgeous multifamily property, larger multifamily property. I mean, we talk all the time. So, I mean, it's really just about getting him something else he wants to, that he wants to move it into. Hey, buddy, I've got like 2 or 3 minutes. What's up?
Nothing. Just wanted to check in and
Yep.
I don't know, see if we can move Lakewood along. I'm getting yelled at from my people.
I understand. I mean, like I'm trying to get a hold of the attorney. I don't have a direct line to him.
Did you email him? Like I asked you?
I directly emailed him, but I haven't gotten a response. So I at this point I'm trying to find a phone number. I'm trying to reverse look up the information, and see if we can get him on the phone so I can kind of explain the situation. Otherwise, like we're kind of stuck in this weird pattern here, which like, look, based on his last email, what do you feel like? I feel like we checked every box. Am I missing something? Maybe I'm missing something. Anyways, I'll figure that out hopefully today or Monday. And then would you be willing to put something in writing on the Rochelle Park property?
Maybe I need to think about it.
Okay, well, think about it. How much time do you need to think about it?
I don't know if I want to do it. So 1 second, I gotta grab this call from the seller broker.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna call you back.
Call you back. Okay, let's continue. Let me give this guy a call. I sold this guy's building a long time ago. Figured I'd touch base with him and see if he's got anything else he's willing to sell.
Hello.
Hey, it's Henry Eisenstein. It's been a little bit. How you been?
Hey, Henry.
I just wanted to touch base with you, Bob. Hope all is well.
Yeah.
Just curious, I know it's kind of out of the blue, but I have a couple other guys who are looking to move some money, and I figured I'd give you a call and see if you had anything else you might be open to the idea of selling and moving around. No. How's everything else going on the new properties?
Good.
That's
Good.
great to hear. I mean,
looking at another property that I should be getting, and everything's good.
that's great.
All right.
I mean, are you what are you looking to buy these days?
I have to integrate this new property in that that I'm kind of managing now and working towards acquiring, and I should be good for a while.
Gotcha. All right, so you don't have your eyes on anything else?
No, not right now.
All right, that's fair. Well, look, I hope all is well with you and the family. Just figured I'd double check, check in and see how you're doing.
All right.
Thanks,
you.
buddy. Bye.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. I wholesaled his property and made like 50 grand a while ago. Not too shabby of a deal. Haven't spoken to him in a little bit, and I literally just saw his name pop up next to the other guy. So I was like, might as well give him a ring. Let's see if we can jump into a few more quick calls before we wrap up for today. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can get anybody else on the line.
Your call has been.
We've got an incredible amount of voicemails today. Yeah, we have this one deal where the seller is just not making any sense, but he's an absolute ass. Like, he is a absolute pain in the ass, and he is not kind at all. So, not sure if we're going to do that one now. No, I've never heard of that dialer. Never heard of it. All right, we're going to do one or two more calls here, see if we can get them on the phone. And if not, we're going to wrap up for today. See if we can make something happen. Trying to think of who would be a good call for us real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, let's see. Okay. I'm trying to get at least one more in here. Let's see. So I'm going through a bunch of my follow-ups real quick. just to see who's an absolute must follow up real quick. What's up, Cole? How you been, man? Doing great, thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. Reb, have any recommendations on sales books, seminars, whatever? It depends on what you're specifically looking for, right? I mean, I would definitely, kind of binge watch a lot of my content if you're looking to get into commercial real estate. If you're looking to get into residential real estate, there's a bunch of good YouTubers out there who put up good content as well. Seminars. I would say give me more context, because I can give you some really good, clear people to like make sure you follow and watch their content for sure. But I want to make sure I kind of guide you the right direction. Got it. Okay. All right, then let's give him a call. All right, I got a good one. Let's give this guy a call here. Let me find his phone number. Hold on. There we go. All right. Let me get his phone number. 1 second. All right, here we go. Do you pull around me lists? Yes, we do. And we have a couple of softwares that we use for skip tracing.
Hey, Des.
Hey, Des, it's Henry again. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Great. Just touching base. So I was speaking with one of the partners, and he wanted me to get back to you. And I was just curious if maybe we can get something done like at 850,000 range.
Yeah, I still have to talk to my wife in regards to that.
Okay.
But I appreciate you giving me back a call. Right now I'm in the men's room, so let me give you a call.
That's fine. Yeah. Wait, when can I give you a call back, Monday or Tuesday, and see if maybe you've had a chance to speak with her about some numbers?
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Okay. Thanks, Des. Have a good one.
Okay, all right, bye.
I'm in the men's room. All right, guys, hold on one second. I'm going to call this guy this is a double call. I called him 20 minutes ago. I'm going to give this guy a call again because I want to get him on the phone today. And Revy's saying, I've never done sales, been stuck behind a computer, so I'm green, ideally residential, until I can quit my full-time job. Got it. So there is a lot of very, very good, residential people on social media, right? Like, I could literally name off 100 of them. Right. I mean, I would definitely try to get in touch with these people first. I mean, Brandon Mulrennan, guy out. What's his name? Hold on. Let me look him up for you real fast because I want to make sure I get you some value. Alexis Varedes is amazing. On For Sale by Owners. Ricky Carruth is great. Ryan Serhant. A lot of them have courses and programs and stuff like that. So, look at their stuff. I think they do a very, very good job. Brendan Mulrennan, Ricky Carruth, Alexis Varedes, and Ryan Serhant. I mean, those are people for residential where I would be like, anything residential, talk to them. Tom Ferry. Tom Ferry's really good. I mean, Rick Ruby, a little bit higher level for residential. But anyone residential, those are great guys. Anything commercial, obviously anything through our content. We have a bunch of free resources down below you can check out as well. You're about to close your first industrial lease. Congrats. Reinvesting my earnings into a dialer. Plan to split my time between tenant rep and investment sales. Have you ever worked on leasing? Yes, of course. We own a lot of retail. And, I handle a lot of the leasing for that as well. So, you got it, brother. No problem. I got you. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, we're almost at 11:30 Eastern. I have to jump on some more Zoom calls and other things to make sure things close out for the rest of the week, and we hit next week strong. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune into our next live calling session sometime next week. Appreciate you so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Peace out.